One of my most favorite things to have on Christmas morning is a crispy almond croissant. The first time I ever had one of these was at a French bakery. They're so delicious. What I love about them is that they're quick and easy, and they've become quite a tradition around here. So today I'm making almond croissants. So for this recipe, you'll need these ingredients: some flour, some sugar, almonds, vanilla, whiskey or brandy, croissants, butter, and an egg. So you'll need 6 croissants. It's really important that you use day-old croissants for this recipe. So just buy some fresh croissants, leave them on the counter for a few days. So if you have the time to make them fresh, then consider us officially friends. I've had these on the counter for about 2 days. They need to be able to be that crisp to hold the syrup in. First thing you need to do is make the syrup. This is what makes the croissants nice and crispy and soaks into the pastry, and you just can't have them without this. And I'm using my favorite little canteen. Any way you want to melt this, you'll need a 1/4 cup of sugar. And then add a 1/4 cup of water. And then add 1 tablespoon of brandy or whiskey. So now take this and heat it up on the stove. So bring this to a boil and then remove after all the sugar is dissolved. So now we'll make the filling for the croissants. So it's also known as frangipane. First thing you'll need is 1 cup of ground almonds. So don't worry if you don't have them. You just take some almonds and grind them up. This thing is so fast. What, honey? And then add 1/2 cup of room temperature butter and 1/2 cup of sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 1 egg. And 3½ tablespoons of flour. And a pinch of salt. So every now and then I like to use my handheld mixer. I really love this thing. It feels very hands-on. You need to add more whiskey. Well, it is Christmas. Probably about a teaspoon. It looks perfect. You can add this just using a knife, but I like to use a pastry bag. Now we're going to cut the croissants. It's a good idea to have a serrated knife. You want to stop just before you get to the end. It's like a little clamshell. So this part is really important. This syrup is what gives it that crispy coating, and when you add the frangipane on top, it's amazing. So taking that little glaze that we made, we're just going to brush each croissant, starting with the inside. You want to be quite generous with this. So coat each side. And then of course a final drizzle on the top. You can double this recipe if you like, if you find that 6 croissants isn't enough. You're going to take a croissant and you're going to pipe this cream inside. And you're just going to close the lid, put just a little bit more on top, And then just dip it in some almonds. So bake these at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes, just until the almond cream starts to bubble and gets all golden. Smells so good. They're so nice and crispy. I like to dust them with icing sugar. It literally looks like I just came from a French bakery. I mean, look at these. Okay, I'm gonna plate them up. Okay, so I'm gonna try one. Looks so good. These turned out so perfectly. They're nice and crispy on the outside, and that almond cream is just so amazing. I'm going to take a bite. Oh my goodness. If you've never had an almond croissant before, this is the best way to have a croissant. So nice and flaky inside. I mean, look at that. Good enough for another bite. I hope this makes your holiday special. Happy Christmas, everyone. Bye. I can think of nothing better on Christmas morning than sinking my teeth in butter. What was that? They got stuck. I don't know what this is called.
Right now?
This is a tablespoon. Oh no. I forgot to add it. Oh, there's a truck coming in. Whoops. So far to reach. Oh. That was two, right? Although, actually use it. Oh! No, oh, wait, sorry. It smells like it's like smoking. Room temperature. Whoops, I forgot the most important thing. It just popped. Do you want one?